Today on Schmoedown, Emma Fyffe versus Chance Ellison. Interesting match you've cooked up here, Mr. Levine. Let's see what's going on here today on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And welcome back. So obviously because of the traveling out to Houston, this match got posted a little bit later. So we're gonna skip all the little preview, what I think is gonna happen, and let's just get right into the match. So without further ado, which I still use that line, thief, Mark Ellis the thief. Always remember the day Mark Ellis stole a do-a-do. Let's do this in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, Mr. Beast.
Hey, the kid.
Hey, here we go again.
You and Merle, and you did amazing, man. You know, and you're a great ambassador for the league, and you just great performance, and really.
I don't know if I did that good, right?
Well, you lost, but I mean, you were still really, really terrific, and yeah, it wasn't the result, we were hoping for, I'm a fan of yours, and you as being you, but, it's not always about winning or losing, it's about, gracious in defeat, and you're always just, like I was saying before, just a great ambassador for the league, and, you have 2 title matches this year. How many people have 2 title matches in a couple of months? So, I think you're doing great.
I feel like I'm supposed to be like annoyed by this, but you're so nice.
Oh,
you're nice, the kid.
Oh.
Nice, the kid.
And all that your kidness you're doing. That's good.
I appreciate that. Just one, you got a friend in me.
Randall Stewart Newman.
See, you know that.
Well, who doesn't? I knew that.
I've never heard of that movie, man.
It's a show, but all right, that's fine.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Still awkward, but good.
Hey,
Okay, great. This was awkward, but
you
it's
sit
nice.
here.
I'll
walk over there.
I'm gonna.
To be continued. Again. Maybe. Shh. Breaking news. The O stink. You are looking to... Hello, Mark. Hello, Sam. Inglorious. He won't give in. He won't give in. Although he technically did. And he will defend. He will defend. Then he will drop the belts. That never gets old.
Between Emma Fyffe and Chance Ellison. Sam, it is so good to see you, sir. How are you feeling right now? I know there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes drama.
Yes, there has been a fair amount of drama, but I think it's all
Yes,
under
it's
control.
a 2 liter.
I mean, Emma's
I need a little bit caffeine.
She knows what's what. So, I mean, she and I were talking. She's been somewhat critical of some of the decisions I've made, but I think I'm getting better at my decision-making in my commissioner role. And, for me, this match today, I thought about it a lot.
Well, that's good. You're the commissioner, as you should.
I am the commissioner, and here's the thing. When I actually sat down and looked at the rankings, it turns out that while Emma is ranked 18th in the singles league.
I'm glad you pointed that out. She never stepped away from singles.
That's
She's
right.
been focusing on Intergeekdom and team from a commissioner standpoint. She's still eligible, and she's playing today.
She's very much eligible. She doesn't commission the singles league. This is my entire job
When
now.
you want to do your job, it is your job.
Right. And
Okay.
as it turns out, you're 19th ranked in singles. Chance Ellison.
The Cobra is coming in.
Very
19th.
strange.
We have an incredible matchup on our hands thanks to a very hardworking commissioner in Sam Levine. This has been something that, because you look at all the backstory, not just between you and Emma, but between Chance has some managerial people like Grace Hancock. She has a backstory with Emma. It seems to have cooled down recently. That could start heating up
not
today once they get under the spotlight. So a lot of things in play here, Sam.
I couldn't agree with you more, which is why I'm so excited that at least one of us is paying attention to all of it.
Hey, that's what they pay you for as the commissioner.
What's that?
And look, I don't want to.
That's what they pay me the medium bucks for.
I'm not trying to ask you any questions, but you're not being vindictive. You can see, you can look into the camera and say that you're not being a vindictive commissioner. Right?
I definitely.
I don't even know what that word means.
The word vindictive.
I literally do not either.
Could you
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sentence?
Till a week ago, I thought it was vindictive.
Literally, I said the words and you took them.
No, I'm not being vindictive. I honestly, I think my conversations with Emma have inspired me to do.
I'm not being vindictive. I'm just
so
being an ass.
It seems like Emma's like the Rock to your Vin Diesel, where she just comes up and starts accusing you of taking a lot of naps and sleeping on the job. And the Rock's always on Instagram posting himself in the gym, so you're going to get back into the commissioner gym, per se.
I believe that's exactly the analogy I would have used.
You're a dead ringer for Vin Diesel. You can
if
also
you gave me
He's met
2 or 3 days to think about it.
Sam Levine, and he's going to be calling the match alongside me today. Let's take a look at the pre-interview with the competitors right now.
The thing is, Sam, is that you don't come in basically ever.
I mean, I may not physically be in the building, but, you know, I'm still commissioning. I do have the matches on in the background, so, I mean, I see what's going down.
I look forward to your increased participation in commissionership of the Schmoedown.
It really inspired me to take a more active approach to my commissionership. I wanted to talk to you actually about what I think I'm going to do with Chance. The Cobra Chance!
Oh, Chance the Cobra Chance?
He's ranked number 19, and I was thinking he should play number 18, and that just so happens to be...
Me! Oh, no. Not me.
So, because Sam Levine felt like I was being critical of his commissioning skills, frankly for a good reason, he's decided that since I am technically a ranked competitor, I have to face Chance Ellison.
He's either retired or, you know, not retired. You're definitely in the not retired column, so...
Chance Ellison. He defeated both Dan Merle and John Roca in a team match. A lot of cockiness coming out from the new kid.
Well, hello, movie trivia Schmoedown fans. You know me, the pit boss, and we are so happy to be here after a big result in our past, a big, great showing. We know what we're here for, and we're here to win.
Chance is good. I'm not gonna say that he's not a good competitor. I still kind of thinks that his attitude sucks a little bit, but I am certainly not one to argue with his skills as a competitor.
I understand you're playing Emma. She's 2-1. She has some good ones under her belt, sure. But when I found out the winner of this match gets to play Paulo Yama, the dude has been talking about me since he entered this league. So whatever I have to do to get a shot at him, I'm gonna take it.
Not intimidated. Do I think I'm gonna lose? Probably, but you know, good on you, Chance. If you win, then you'll get to face against Paulo Yama, and maybe you guys can stop yelling at each other.
Paul, Omaha, whatever he wants to call himself, he's been challenging this guy. You've done well, Paul, in the minor leagues. This is the big time. Worry about that first before you worry about any past with him, because he is here in the present, and we are both part of the future of the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I guess I'm playing Chance?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what we call that? Commissioner.
Being a dick. That's what we call it.
Well, Sam, you look at that and you say Emma Fyffe is ready to get
Sam's
back
thinking,
into
man, I looked good in those videos.
The kid, look, he's got great managers, but he also knows his stuff. We don't know if he's ever blinked because he's got those darn sunglasses on.
I'm pretty sure he's part Terminator. If I had to guess.
The Terminator dies
the match here today,
at the end of every Terminator film.
Do you see
not a good comparison.
I think Emma's going to win only because Chance is just so mean.
Oh, that's right. The good guys always win.
He stole my lunch right out of the Collider fridge.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, as long as he took note of the sign that is currently in our fridge, do not spoil Avengers Endgame.
You didn't hear
Still
that.
Up these many weeks after the film has been released.
And do not
my
take my lunch.
Don't take Sam's
Dude,
lunch. That's his handy snack.
don't
We go to the
spoil
tail of the
Endgame.
team, and for
I'm
Chance
about to
Ellison,
see it
you're
for the
looking at a guy
15th
who is
time.
1-1. He had a barn burner match where he defeated Janine the Machine. Then he lost a heartbreaker to Ethan Irwin. The kid knows how to play live events. And Emma Fyffe's tail of the tape, it's simple. She's one of the real bright lights in this league from a commissioner standpoint and a competitor standpoint. She knows her inner geekdom. She's proven that time and time again. But let's see if which one of these competitors is going to move up from the late teens into the pre-teens in terms of singles ranking.
The adolescence.
That's right.
Up there. The tweens.
13 is too young to die. Sam Levine, are you ready, sir?
I believe I am ready.
Then it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Ha! Got you that time. Ado.
Crowd here today. Introducing first, representing corruption, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. Led to the ring by his managers Grace Hancock and Ken Knapsack, the number 19
We're about to play a Schmoedown today.
Chance Ellison!
Dr. Levine refused our offer for yours.
Is that an actual t-shirt of his Star Wars?
I think it is.
It was Grace Hancock.
I definitely think it is.
Howard is here as
No.
well. Mike Kalinowski is
I didn't even see him walk in.
Ken Knapsack
I don't know what this
calling
is.
out
He's, yep.
the book that he came out so angry.
Got a
I don't know if
book
we should say the name of the book
on
that
your
he wrote
shirt.
about Star Wars.
Shameless self-promotion. Shameless.
So Chance Ellison
Shameless
brings
self-promotion,
Grace Hancock
like
brings some last
Spike
words of
Lee
advice.
and
Ken giving
Quentin
his trademark
Tarantino.
shoulder rub before the match.
Fits right
Grace
in.
Howard with her parting words, maybe a hearty handshake, and Kalinowski sitting there. This is an intimidating fivesome to go up against.
Yeah, that's a lot of black.
It's a lot. Mike Kalinowski.
Mike Kalinowski did not get the note.
Dark shade of navy.
That's all right.
Is the best
He's
he
got
can
to
pull
stand
off.
out.
And now
Maybe,
the chance
maybe
is
that
settled.
means something.
Let's meet his opponent with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. She is the 18th ranked contender.
I got chill. I'm multiplying.
Commissioner,
And I'm
the Golden Mike,
losing in clothes.
Sandra down.
It's electrifying.
You know, it just occurred to me. I think this is a Grease thing.
This is Harkening the End of Grace.
I think she's doing Sandy D from
Who does not look like me? I've been shaped up,
You better shape
cause
up,
I've gotta prove.
She doesn't need a man, and certainly Chance Ellison has seen his star rise from boy to man here.
Nothing
Is he gonna be
left
saying
for
wop,
me
wop,
to
wop,
do.
wop, bamboo here today, Sam?
That's the question we all have to ask ourselves.
I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and ask myself that every
I'm the guy that gets the
day.
pie
Our
thrown in his
competitors are
face
set. Emma, that was
because
such a great introduction.
I am
Are you
so
feeling good about today's match?
likable.
Being back?
Listen, I'm here. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
and
wow.
Chance Ellison, you had a number of different shoulder rubs and advice whispered into your ear. Anything you care to share into the mic before the match begins?
No, nothing. Let's get it.
Then let's get to the rules
Man, a few
in
words.
round number 1 as Sam checks the latest email from his many agents in round number 1. The field is going to hear 8 questions from 8 different movie trivia categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. I'll remind each competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the
Not the
3-round match.
JTH
You're
rule.
not sure
Thank you,
heard
thank you,
the
thank you.
correctly, or you just want to buy yourself some time, use the JTE rule for an additional 15 seconds. And I'll also remind you of your challenge. Each competitor gets 1 challenge throughout the 3-round match. And with that, Emma Fyffe, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
Chance Ellison, you ready to go?
Let's get it.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Here we go.
Just
Sam
hope I don't
Levine,
fall
The
asleep.
opening salvo, the first question. The honor goes to you, sir.
What a kind gentleman you are.
I loved you in Modern Family.
Oh, thank you so much. That's
Very
very
funny.
sweet of you.
Very
And
funny.
Ed O'Neill is a national treasure. Question 1 comes to the competitors from the category of action adventure. And the question is, Ridley Scott directed Viggo Mortensen and Demi Moore in what 1997 action drama?
All right, so let's say I'm hanging out with a bunch of film honks like you.
Yeah.
And I say Demi Moore. Am I getting laughed out of the room?
You definitely are. Yeah. We're going to need an answer in
4.
5,
So,
4,
he brought his
3,
watch. You can do the countdown.
2, 1. Pencils down.
Couldn't come up with it.
Emma did not have it a chance.
G.I. Jane.
That is correct.
Oh, right.
That is correct.
Does those one-arm
Yeah,
pull-ups?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard
Jim
that movie.
Caviezel also in that that film.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel. He played Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, your next question. I think somebody just booed Jesus. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, they were booing Jim. It's very different. Very different.
In the world of romance, your next question. And the query is, Jennifer Connelly plays Bradley Cooper's character's wife in this 2009 romance film.
See, what I do is I bring the little phone here.
Yeah.
And I start the countdown
Now,
clock.
what are these numbers that I see moving
Now,
rapidly?
they're going to go up higher, and they're going to get all the way to 15 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down.
Chance Ellison, did you have the movie?
He's just not that into you?
He's just not that into you.
Oh.
He did write it down. And Emma Fyffe.
He's just not that into you.
That is a point for both competitors.
Book written by
Not
a
even close.
comedian, I believe.
I had
I think
one
you are
word.
correct about that.
Right
I was
Very good
about
at wearing leather
6
jackets
words
and telling
short.
Funny jokes.
And he tells it like it is. That's why question number 3 comes to us from the category of dramas.
That's a segue, kiddies.
And the question
Is it?
Who played journalist Michael Resendez? Michael Resendez in Spotlight.
You didn't say that one right. The correct pronunciation is Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Boston.
Michael Resendez.
Go Sox.
In
Boston.
5, 4,
We want an Oscar.
3, 2, pencils down.
This is not right. I wrote Michael Fassbender.
Oh.
Not going to take that. This chance
afraid
at
But
it.
it's also named Michael.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo
That
is correct.
the correct answer.
Mark Ruffalo.
You are correct not to applaud.
The Hulk was in Spotlight.
No ch-
Right.
no
You
ch-
are
Okay.
correct, audience not to applaud.
And I think the audience is going to get a kick out of this next question. So you're going to say that part, and then I'll say this part. Okay.
Okay, that sounds great.
Because it is from movie quotes.
Oh.
Here's your next question.
I was about to go ha 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 ha.
Features the immortal lines,
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Yay! I'll get a question right.
I think we got a
I
future.
think it's ready
In
for
fact,
a remake.
I think the
It's going
movie
on the road.
is
That's what I say.
You can watch maybe
right
Sam
there
Buscemi
in the
and Willy
corner. There's one video right in the corner.
4,
American Comedy.
And that's it.
2 shows.
Airplane.
1.
And let's do pens down, 2 chance.
Airplane! Exclamation points.
It is
That
Airplane.
is correct.
I guessed some baseball movie.
Not a Leslie Nielsen fan.
Oh.
Big Lloyd
Emma
Bridges.
Fyffe does not care for Canadian funny men.
All right, so Emma Fyffe currently trailing Chance Ellison.
But I do.
4-1.
It's
Emma
early
Fyffe,
still.
Can she rebound and get back into the ballgame here?
All right.
No, she
Question
can't.
5 comes to us from the category of animated films.
Okay.
And what makes an animated
These are
film
movies that are
animated?
drawn by hand or more likely on a computer.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you
Mark.
so much for the clarity. The question is, what relation does Coco have to Miguel in the film Coco?
Balled my eyeballs out.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. A lot of people.
You've not seen the
I've
film?
not seen the film because I
Treat
don't enjoy
yourself.
crying. I don't like getting
it
in
feels
touch.
so good.
I don't like getting in touch. In 5, 4.
I don't think it's right, but I just said
2,
father.
And Emma Fyffe.
I believe that she is his abuela, his grandmother.
That is correct.
Oh.
That is not correct.
No, that's
That is
not correct. She's his great
That is not
grandmother.
correct.
Oh.
Again, I'm not the person
She
to know
fooled you
that
with the Spanish.
because she fooled me with the Espanol.
Spanish,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm so sorry. I gave you false
That's
hope.
okay.
I completely
almost-
screwed up the
I thought
question.
As I wrote it, I was like, I think she's his great grandmother, actually, but
Yeah.
here we are.
That tells you that I never saw that movie. I don't understand what names were. Oh.
And I originally wrote her
Ugh.
as
For
his
your duties,
grandmother.
Latino culture. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
My pleasure.
Hey, all I know is that she's much.
I need
much
to study
older
more
than Miguel.
Spanish.
Your next question comes from the world of comedies. Sam, if you would.
Ha 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 ha.
Forgot.
That's what you
We're not
do
doing this on the
at
road.
my last answer.
Mike Myers plays a San Francisco poet that is afraid of committing to a relationship in what 1993 comedy?
Now, I saw this one in theaters. Did you?
I did, and I guess it's not giving away too much to say I bought the soundtrack immediately.
Oh, it was one of the primo soundtracks of the early 90s. And 5, 4, 3, 2, pencils down. Chance.
Is it So I Married an Axe Murderer?
That is correct.
So I married an axe murderer.
That is also correct.
Oh.
All right, so Emma Fyffe.
No
showing
Yeah, I've heard of that movie.
Signs of Life as we continue here in round number 1. Ned's Atomic Dustbin, I believe, on that soundtrack.
Yep.
Amongst others. Your next question. comes from the world of horror/thriller.
Oh, well.
Horror/thriller movies. And your question is, what actor plays the title character in the 2012 thriller Alex Cross?
I mean, I don't want to get too hard on you or anything, but you did just ask 2 questions in a row. You're taking my work away from me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm here. It's a union gig. There are rules in 5.
Please don't send the Teamsters after
4, 3, 2, pencils down. Emma,
Are you sure Alex Cross is a movie?
Oh, boy. I saw it in theaters, and I believe Christian Harloff was in attendance as well. Chance Ellison?
Russell, it's your boy TP, Tyler Perry.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
7-2, and we are
No.
on the precipice.
Not the right answer. I'm not going to reveal bad answers anymore.
7 for 7, and the reason why I jumped ahead in asking the question is so that Sam Levine can say the name of the patron that wrote this next question.
Oh, this is our Patreon question, and of course, the following question is sponsored by John Patterson.
John Patterson.
Yep. I figured it would not be my question because Emma is the one that responded to the question being sent. So probably would not be proper to
Used to be a real shithole.
use the question that I sent her.
You just bleep that. That's fine. This is
No, we don't
from the
bleep
category
things.
of
This is not a
fantasy
kid's show.
Sci-fi. And the question is, which actor plays James Franco's father in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Every time I think of Patterson, New Jersey, I think about the Simpsons episode where Homer went to the loony bin and was roommated with who we believe was Michael Jackson, but it turns out he was just a bricklayer from Patterson, New Jersey.
That's exactly right.
I think I know this.
3,
I remember watching this. I think
1.
John Lithgow.
Chance Ellison, did you have it?
John Lithgow, perfect round finally, boy.
Yay!
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 This is not my. This is not my day.
Listen, the wheel can change everything.
Sure.
So I know there will be no quitting at this desk. Not at this desk. I might quit over at this
He
desk.
might leave because I took his question away
We
from
can
him.
switch places.
But you guys got to stay up there. Congratulations to you, young Chance.
I'm just
It
glad
is
I got a
in fact
question
perfect
right.
round.
Yes, it is.
So you are entitled to
Me?
a bonus
Well,
question. And
I
to
did not have
even
a
the
program.
scores over here, I'm going to read the bonus question to you because I don't want you to screw up any of this pronunciation.
I need to save my voice.
Yeah. All right, for Chance and Chance alone, your bonus question is, what film released in 2000 won Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
You really put some mustard on that. Reed.
Gladiator.
That is correct.
Yes, it is.
That is correct.
That's a real perfect round. You can throw a perfect round and miss the bonus question.
Yeah.
He got the bonus question. So now Chance Ellison enjoying a 9-2 advantage over Emma Fyffe. He's got a 37-point lead in his favor. And so now the question does lean on Chance. Is he going to spin first? Is he going to defer? Here's how round 2 works. Round 2 is known as the wheel round. That's the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. Each
Spin the wheel,
is going to get 4 questions
then
from
pray.
one particular category on that wheel. How do you get the category? You spin it. You don't love what you got the first time, you get 1 mulligan, which is golf for do-over. Spin it again. The 4 questions come running at you. Each question's worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However, there is stealing in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Chance, what do you want to do?
I'll go first.
He's going to spin first.
Oh, wow. All right.
First.
Interesting strategy. I got to tell you, been a fan of the game for years. That's the first time I've actually listened to you explain the round 2 rules.
How'd I do?
I learned a lot.
Everybody thinks there's a teleprompter here, Sam. I can tell you there is not a teleprompter.
I had no idea. And it looks like it is coming to a stop on Kurt
Russell.
One
of my all-time favorites.
A classic American actor.
Is he
Kurt
gonna...
Russell. And he says no.
Spinning
away.
No, I'm not going to get a Stargate question.
Wow. Goldie are furious.
Wow.
They're watching at home right now.
I am legitimately surprised. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It is landed on fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi for young Chance Ellison.
Fantasy sci-fi for Chance Ellison. Chance, your question is going to be administered by Sam Levine, who has starred in a number of fantasy sci-fi projects over the years.
I was also in a killer episode of That's So Raven. Let's not forget. All right, Chance. Question number 1 in fantasy sci-fi. In what year does Bumblebee take place? I skipped this one at the cinema.
Oh, see.
Yeah, I should.
Yes.
I think it's on
1985.
I'm afraid that is incorrect. Emma Fyffe.
Is it 1984?
Oh, it is 1987.
Dang it.
Would have been a big steal.
1987.
1987.
Oh, well.
Remember, that's the year Appetite for Destruction was released.
That is how most of us think about that. That's how most of us think about it.
All right, so Chance can't capitalize. Emma Fyffe can't get the steal,
Can't get
and
the steal. No points gained.
difference.
No
I've got
points
something
lost.
in my
Here we go.
eyes like
Question number
fierce.
2. What is the name of the dragon in Dragon Heart? I don't think a lot of people.
I saw this.
Did you see this one?
Saw this in theaters.
We need an answer in 5, 4,
Chance.
3,
Maybe not
Multiple choice.
2. Multiple choice. Your options are A, Drake, B, Draco, C, Sapphira, or D, Arya.
Arya.
In 5, 4, 3.
Draco.
That is correct.
Look at that! Look at that! From his hind quarters, he pulls the correct answer.
Oh boy. Question number 3. In Blade Runner, who plays police officer Gaff, who is often found crafting origami figures? Now this one is a classic. I think people like this movie.
You've seen this film.
I've seen it multiple times. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Edward James Olmos.
That is correct.
2 points.
I feel like he was just showboating there. I got to be honest with you. That's not going to win you any points with me, sir.
Thank you.
I kind of showboating. All right. And we're at question number 4 of 4. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yay.
What is the name of the multi-directional glass elevator that Willy Wonka uses to fly them out of the factory?
The Wonka Vader?
Now, this movie gave you nightmares as a child also.
As an
right?
adult.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tunnel?
Oh, horrifying.
Why
In
is the
5,
chicken head's got to get cut off?
4,
There's nothing to do
3,
with chocolate.
2,
The Wonka Vader?
1. I am so sorry to say that that's correct.
It is.
Hey!
14.
Definitely right.
Well, can you be happy that I got it?
This is a master thespian throwing a curveball Chance's way. He didn't hit that, but he did get the question right.
Wow.
That was good,
So
Sam.
it is 14-2, and Sam, now Emma Fyffe is going to have to step up and give it a good spin here, because otherwise she could be looking at a knockout in round number 2.
I gotta say, it's like it's my.
Hopefully I can
fellow
see,
commissioner
because
love.
whatever-
I mean, you hate to feel like someone at the desk, you know, is cheering for someone.
I don't know
over
what's up with
another,
my eye. It
but
just
I-
literally feels like
Clearly,
there's
you're
just something
favoring your
in
fellow
there.
commissioner.
I just like watching her play. Oh well,
The wheel has dealt her Pixar.
I dare you to take it.
She's spinning.
She is opting to spin again.
It makes sense because Sandra D graduated from Rydell High in 1978, and that was 17 years before Pixar released their first movie.
You would know that. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute.
Oh,
Oh, musical.
Okay.
She came out to
Okay.
a musical.
Okay.
It's only fitting.
All of the questions are about Greece, right?
That's right.
Okay. I think she's gonna hang in there.
His
then.
name was Eugene. We were looking for Eugene. All right.
All right.
Emma, your first question of the slate of 4 here in the world of musicals. The songs Welcomin' and Maybe This Time are featured in what musical?
Cabaret.
Give her 2 points. And she is alive for the moment going into round 3 as she trails Chance Ellison by 10. All right, Emma, your next question. In High School Musical 3. And
In
I will
what?
point out to the crowd this was released theatrically.
Yes, it was.
Who is the actor that played Shad Danforth, Troy's best friend?
Oh, jeez.
Man,
I'm gonna need multiple choice.
I can do
think I'll
that.
know it when I hear it.
Your options are, is it A, Zac Efron, B, Lucas Grabeel, C, Corbin Bleu, or D, Chris Warren Jr.?
Corbin Bleu.
Give her a point.
Okay.
Give her a point.
I love cordon bleu.
Chad Danforth.
It's a great sandwich, too.
Hard to get a
Paul.
douchier name than that. All right. Emma, your penultimate question in round number 2. In the 1951 film Royal Wedding, Fred Astaire thrilled audiences by dancing on what?
piano. It's gotta be a piano. What?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, the walls and ceiling, B, a frozen pond, C, a tightrope, or D, a cliff?
Walls and ceiling?
It is walls and ceiling for another point.
That seems too ridiculous to be not the right answer.
She will be competing against Chance in round number 3. There will be no knockouts here today. And Emma with a chance to pick up 2 more points in round number 2 to cut the lead to a mere 6. Your question is, The King and I was set in what Asian country?
Well, it was set in Siam, which is now Thailand. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. We can
Okay.
I want it. I'm going to say a bonus 5 points for the history and geography lesson.
If we could send someone to the stockroom to see if there's any more. We only have 2 more points left in the building to give out. But that was a hell of an answer and a hell of a round.
Well
Emma
done.
Fyffe.
Well done.
In the world of musicals, the crowd is now fully on.
And if you go there right now, you'll probably find Carmen Sandiego.
Number 3. Here's how it's going to work. The wheel is gone. We just need some numbers from each one of our competitors.
She's probably sailing the Mekong from the jungle.
That are going to correspond to the corner of the movie trivia Schmoedown galaxy. We need these numbers to be within the range of 1 to 20. Each question corresponds to, for Chance and for Emma, you guys each get 3. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3. And should we make it that far, your last one's worth 5 points. And Chance Ellison, you are enjoying a 6-point lead right now. So we will get your numbers first.
6, 17, 8.
He loves going back and forth, doesn't he?
Those are some dreadful numbers.
It's just so easy to go linear. Emma Fyffe.
I will do 3, 12, and 19.
All right. You see how easy that was?
Spoken like a commissioner. Honest to goodness.
Going right in order. It's not that hard. All right. So, Sam Levine, your fellow commissioner, will be asking you the questions.
Great.
Emma, you selected number 3 for your 2-point category. What does that correspond to, Sam?
That category is to one of your favorite categories, comedy. Comedy. All right. Emma Fyffe for 2 points in the category of comedy. Who stars as H.I. McDonough in the Coen Brothers' Raising Arizona?
I am not going to come up with it, so...
5, 4,
It turns out I don't think I've seen any movies.
2, 1.
No guess?
No.
That's all the time we had.
So sorry. The answer is Nicolas Cage.
Great.
Nicolas
Cage. It's quite all right.
It's a great movie. You should watch it.
All right, so we stick with Emma.
Sticking with Emma.
Chance Ellison, who's from Arizona.
All right.
So of course he watched
Emma
it.
selected 12 for 3 points.
12 for 3 points. I think you will be happier with this category as it corresponds to one Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Not the most confident of replies, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay. 4, 3 points.
You lied, Sam.
Category of Sandra Bullock. Why does Sandra Bullock need to go undercover in Miss Congeniality?
Oh, God. Clark is going to be very disappointed in me, but, you know, that's the risk you take when you step away and you focus on commissioning instead of managing competitors who actually...
She knew that Siam is now Thailand.
We will
That's
need
true,
an
I did know
answer
that.
or a JTE rule in 5.
I guess fine, repeat the question.
Okay.
He was...
Why does Sandra Bullock need to go undercover in Miss Congeniality?
To get...
She does need to hit this to make
Trying
the
to
game.
find the person who's a criminal who's infiltrating a beauty contest. It's too late.
Your winner! By way of
What was the
technical
actual answer?
knockout, the Cobra Chance Ellison! Looking for a handshake here? Are we going to get a handshake?
Wow.
We're going to get a handshake.
No handshake.
We needed to hear some version of they believe the Miss United States pageant is going to be the next target of a terrorist threat, terrorist activity.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite accept as vague an answer.
It was close.
It was a game effort, Sam.
She really did. She tried at the end, and
Well,
look, putting up
you
even
tried.
8 points in this game is no small feat.
It's not, especially when you struggle so much in round number 1, because Chance Ellison throwing a perfect game in round 1. Emma Fyffe, I believe, had 2 points to her name.
Yeah.
And much like somebody who
Like
was just
me,
trying to find their way
I
in,
did
she sprint
too.
In round 2, she
Yep.
got that.
She got a pretty good sprint
got
for herself.
musicals. She
Yep.
knocked it out of the park, made her competitive with Chance again. But at the end of the day, the Cobra and his hood just too much.
Evidently, I mean, look, this is going to change the rankings a little bit, but you know what? It's not going to
A
change
little bit.
Your ability to be a commissioner.
That's correct. Nor will it affect her ability to be a commissioner.
That's a great point because Emma Fyffe, it needs to be said here, a nice performance today. Yeah. She is doing a bang-up job being a commissioner of both the Inner Geekdom and the team division.
And the
I wish I could
Patreon.
say the same for the singles commissioner, whoever that joker is. Am I right?
Who is running this?
Who's that clown?
I forget. What we're going to do now is throw to an interview with both the winner and I just got word it is, in fact, you.
Oh.
Jen Sturger has an interview with both Emma Fyffe and Chance Ellison. Jen, it's all yours.
Oh, Emma, that happened.
It did.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
It was the thing.
Yeah.
It's over now.
Yeah, it was.
Thank God.
Yeah, totally. I mean, listen, obviously we can get into the match in just a little bit here, but this whole thing came from Sam pulling his weight around as the commissioner, which is fine. He's absolutely entitled to do so. But, you know, before we talk about what happened out there, which there's really nothing to talk about. I was present. I didn't do anything. But, you know, I'd like to throw my weight around as commissioner a little bit. Obviously, I can't in singles since I do not commission that league. However, you know, Chance Ellison talks a big game, and it's fair. He's a good competitor. He definitely is. He's 2-1, but I think it's time for him to step over to my side of the Schmoedown. We've got a four-way coming up in the Inner Geekdom, a four-way Inner Geekdom match to qualify to play in a future match, and Chance Ellison, you're going to be in that match. Ooh. So study up, buddy. Maybe you can borrow Mike Kalinowski's binder.
And I wasn't invited.
That happened.
Draft.
Wait, but look, out there, throw that all aside. You're honestly too busy to be competing right now.
Yeah,
we're being completely honest with one another.
Definitely true. I mean, I think this is...
You're being the commissioner, you know, you're managing.
Yeah.
And you're running the Patreon.
Yes, exactly.
Like, when do you have time to prepare?
I mean, if that match is
even compete, honestly.
I was going to say, if that match is any indication, I clearly do not. Yeah. No, it's funny. I mean, I think that was the worst I have ever played, which just, again, goes to show the fact that my focus is elsewhere these days. You know, obviously, being the commissioner of 2 leagues, both Inner Geekdom and teams, is a big responsibility. But on top of that, as you say, I am managing the Patreon. And
you're an integral part of how this whole thing works.
Absolutely. And I mean, and the Patreon really, in a lot of ways, is my focus. And we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up for the Patreon.
I know, I heard a rumor.
Yeah, we recently had a poll on Facebook and on Patreon asking
people to vote
on exhibition matches that they would like to see. And it turns out Harry Potter, really popular choice. So I am in the process of putting that match together.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to be producing it?
I'm going to be writing and producing the Harry Potter match. And it is going to be a little different, perhaps, than your usual Schmoedown exhibition match. So there's going to be a lot of my personal love for the Harry Potter franchise infused into this. And
I love the flavor of that.
Officially confirm any competitors yet, but I've definitely got a couple people who are interested that might be some new faces.
Well, at the time, there was no confirmed players, but we heard what they all were now.
Cooked up for us. Shake that one off.
I don't care. I can't wait to see Chance compete in the Inner Geekdom.
That's going to be a treat.
Yeah.
Oh, cute tights, by the way.
Oh, hey, thanks. You too. Those are nice.
Well, congratulations, Chance. It was a pretty impressive match you put out there. But honestly, Emma's too busy to be entertaining this whole thing, don't you think?
You know, if she was too busy, she would have taken the match in the first place. So, you know what? Whether or not she was ready, it's on her, not on me. I'm taking the win. And at the end of the day, I have the W on my record. She doesn't.
Well, speaking of W's on their record, someone who doesn't have any losses, like you do, you know, Paul Oyama's been talking a lot of smack lately. I don't know if you've heard this. I mean, literally everywhere you go, he's demanding a match with you. Do you guys have any thoughts on this, Grace?
I think Ken has something to
sorry.
say.
Oh, hi, Ken.
It's okay. You can forget me, Jen. But we haven't forgotten Paul. Because you're over there with your little new persona and your glasses. We got him too. We can take him off. Can you? Because we know who we are. We're not in our rooms dreaming and thinking about what we did in the fan leagues, which are great. I love fan leagues, but that ain't the big leagues. That ain't where you earn your stripes. And you haven't heard anything here. You've got a victory. You show up here. You're cold. You big time me on my own show. Who do you think you are? Paul Omaha Steaks coming into my world, coming into what we do. This guy got pulled up to the big leagues. We don't need your kind poking at him while we're aiming for the stars. So we want to come after you. But that little commissioner who's going around here, he's more freak now than he is geek, getting in our way. I don't even know what's going on with Sam. Sam, you make the decision. I'm frothing at the mouth because of your bureaucratic bullshit sitting behind the desk now with your little comedy act. Get with it. Be in control. Give us the match we want.
The end.
So yeah, you're also competing in Inner Geekdom, apparently.
Apparently. Look, Mike, I am under the tutelage of one of the IG greats of all time. Maybe the IG great of all time.
Are you cool with him stepping into your league? I feel like that's your house.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want him to come here. I'm mentoring him. I can't take this forever, can I? I need to pass it on to someone. I'm going to pass it on to him eventually. Eventually.
Sorry, there's just so many of you and so few mics, and this one has spit all over it now. Thanks, Ken.
Well, if I can just say something. You know what I would love, riffing on what Ken was saying? I would love if Sam Levine could maybe just set aside his working on his tight 10 for a couple minutes and actually do his job as commissioner and make that match happen so we can get Paul What's-His-Face the hell out of this house. I would like that.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do, guys. Congratulations again, Chance.
Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
All right. Oh, God.
Sam, a lot of information to
Wax
unpack
on,
because Emma
wax
said
off,
that,
Ken.
she's gonna throw
You know how it's
Chance
done.
back into Inner Geekdom, see how he does there. But the big headline here is that Chance Ellison's now 2-1. Somebody's been calling him out for a long time. Is Paul Oyama? We know
For
that this
a billion
could be a match down the road.
tillion
Are we prepared
years.
to say anything about said matchup?
I am tired of driving down this road. I, as the singles commissioner, will say right here and now, that match is on.
There we go. We're going to have Oyama versus Chance Ellison, who's now 2-1 after his win today. That is going to be one to watch. Going to be a lot of trash talk behind the scenes and probably a lot of correct questions answered. As far as Emma Fyffe goes, she talked about in the post-interview that she really has been focused on doing a great job being a commissioner.
Terrific job.
Do you expect to see her on the competitor side of things anytime soon?
I always hope to. She brings a level of class to the competitor's desk that we just don't often see, especially not with scum like Chance Ellison up there.
Well, that's biased.
Scum.
No. He is scum. you see how you scum. No, compared to Krusty. All right, you can just cut that out.
It's a great Simpsons reference.
It is a great Simpsons reference, and the crowd, not fans of The Simpsons. They thought I was really calling a person scum.
Hard to get back their more Family Guy viewers. That is going to do it for us here today.
King of the Hill. More King of the Hill.
Patreon.
Trumps them all.
Which tier is right for you? You could select the tier, the $10 level. You can see every live event for the rest of the year. We have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Go to triviast.com or the Schmoedownlive.com. And Sam Levine, it is such an honor to even know you, much less get to interact with you on a daily
I'm
basis.
so
Take your phone calls
humbled.
It's nothing short of a pleasure to me. Where can the kids find you out there?
You can just come over to my place. I'm here in LA. Stop by. You don't even have to call first.
Just bring Arby's.
Yeah. You better bring Arby's. You can find me on the Twitters and the Instagrams. I'm at Sam Levine. That's 2 M's in Sam. And I don't know. You can probably find me hanging with you.
Let's do it
in Cleveland.
Let's go.
No?
Maybe he's going to pop in.
Hello, Cleveland.
At a later date, I'm Mewey, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis for Sam Levine and Christian George Harloff. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We'll see you real soon.
Adieu. My line.
You are so right. I don't know why I didn't think of this. It's genius. You are a beautiful genius. I appreciate you. Thank you. Genuinely. Thank you.
Interesting. So, thank you, Andrew and Mystery Person and Chance and Emma and Ken and Grace and Jen and Stacy and Mike and Mark and Sam and and Bibbs and the kid, because he's apparently called the kid now. So yeah, that happened. I think we all kind of saw that coming and kind of anticipated it, so it doesn't hurt as much. Yeah, that was just, you gotta give Chance kind of a cheap win, I guess. That's a shame, but hey, at least we're gonna get this Chance Ellison Paulo Yama match that they've been hyping up for a while. Let's take those off now. We don't need them on anymore. So yeah, we finally get to see that match happen in the big time, in the prime time, in the big leagues, and all that other good stuff. So from here we go to the live show tomorrow in Houston. I'm going to assume that was Roxy. I'd be confused if it was anybody else, but I guess we'll find out when the time comes. So yeah, really looking forward to the matches tomorrow, and really looking forward to the matches next week, which I guess will be the same matches. I don't even know why I even said that. So that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1, and follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown, the official website TriviaSD.com, and become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. But until then, I will see you next week for, I would assume, the Houston live matches. So I'll see you then. Until then, this is JTH. Thank you for watching, and I bid you the real, official, authentic adieu-adieu.